All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 14 of our Hard Times Hog Farm Gameplay Series. I'm the Ultra Farmer, and we're going to have a really fun episode today. There's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get done. Obviously, the pigs have just been multiplying like crazy. I can't wait to get into it. We got cornfields to plant, we've got pigs to feed, and we're probably going to get into harvesting a little bit if everything works out good. Just before we get into the episode, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's subbed to the channel and stuff over the last little bit. The channel has grown a lot. Like for me, it has, for being just a small creator. So thank you to everybody who's hit that sub button and leaves me comments, hits the like button, all that stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it so much. It's an easy way to support the channel, and it really does, it means the world. So thank you guys very much. Just wanted to shout that out. I always do at the end of episodes, but I know not everyone watches to the end of the episode. So I wanted to do at the beginning a few of these episodes of just, saying thanks. I appreciate it and all that jazz. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll quit yapping in front of a tractor. Let's go get in this tractor and get to work. Okay, before we get really rocking in the tractor here, I just want to go show you guys the pigs. Look at Buck. He's always just patrolling in there, hey? Just doing nothing. Let's go see him. What are you doing, buddy? How we doing? Yeah, he's doing good. Okay, there's a ton of pigs in the barn now. We have 1,880. So what I did is I kind of got us through the winter doing the chores and stuff, and we're out of pig food. There's no more pig food in the pig food maker. If I go look, we have zero pig food. We've got potatoes and canola in there, but we have no corn and we have no wheat. We do have soybeans eventually that we got to go sell, but we are out, which sucks big time. But what my plan is once we harvest this canola in this wheat field, I'm gonna swap them. I'm gonna turn number 7 into a wheat field. We'll put 6 into a canola, and I'm hoping we get enough yield off of 5 and 11 that we can have enough corn. If not, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna sell some pigs, and we're gonna buy this field. That's kind of my plan moving forward because I hate running out of pig food. I'm so sick of running out of pig food. That's it. Like I hate it. So if that's what we got to do, like if we come in here and we look at the pigs, like if we sold 100 of these pigs, we get 215 grand. And we've got like, if you look at all these quantities, they're all in 100 quantities. So like we could just, sell these guys, that's 125. Sell these, this is almost another 100 grand. It's not that crazy amounts. Those ones are young, but like I have that here as well. Boom, we could. I don't want to. I want to get the barn full, obviously, but if we have to sell a little bit just to get get another field or just float a little bit of something, that's fine. Slurry is doing good. Slurry is I just had filled up. It's only working through a bit. We're gonna have to fill a little bit. It won't fill like I've got it at 300%, but it's still not pushing through like hundreds of thousands of liters at a time, which is fine. We might have to get a new production facility when it comes to slurry. I don't really know. I don't really have a plan with slurry and anything yet. I've just kind of been there's some left in the barn, and then I've been putting some in the production facility, making a little bit of cash, but I haven't really been worried too much about that. I think I'm just gonna focus on. Let's turn this new planter on. Actually, it's the first time we get to try this new planter. Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've just been kind of focused on trying to figure out how we could get more pig food. Like, I don't know if I can call it around to some of the neighbors and see if they have like corn and wheat in their silos. I don't know. I could make some calls around and see that. I don't really know. There's not really like a spot, I don't think, where I can go buy corn or wheat. Like it probably, I don't know if it would end up being cheaper than just buying pig food. It probably would be cheaper. I haven't really looked into it. I'm trying to find a way that we could just go buy some like just some wheat or some corn and then just put it into our production facility. Like in real life, you'd be able to do that. You'd be able to go find a farmer and I assume, or even if you went to the main grain elevators or something, like you'd be able to buy something. So I've been trying to come up with a plan with that, but I don't know exactly. My main plan has been what I told you. I'm just gonna get these two fields in corn, like we were going to, because it actually produces quite a bit of corn. And then once the canola and the wheat fields are harvested in the fall, I'm trying to avoid that culvert there. sort of. Once they're harvested in the fall, we'll kind of swap them because then we'll have like we're gonna have extra surplus of canola, which that was the one we always struggled with. I thought we had a good system here for this, but I guess not. Although we did take a hit on this field, although it only had 72% yield bonus when we did the corn off it last time. So that probably sucked a bit. I mean, this isn't the biggest field either, so it kind of is what it is. Is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. So get these fields done in the fall. We'll be able to make a better decision when we kind of harvest everything, except the corn. I think these are just going to have to stay cornfields. But since they've been plowed, they've been freshly limed, we should be getting like the highest yield that we can. Like we should be getting like 97% off both these. I don't know if we'll get the 100. I still can't fully figure out 100% yield bonuses. Like I really can't. I've done it before, I swear, when I've plowed a field, limed it, fertilized it, planted it, fertilized it again, rolled it, weeded it, all that stuff. Got 100% yield bonus. And then sometimes I don't. Like I wonder, let's go check this right now. Okay, this is at 72%. I think if we roll it, we'll get 2.5%, right? So that would put us up to what, 74? Maybe it'll give us 75%. And then another, it'll probably be like 70. I'm trying to think this out. I think I'll end up with a 97% yield bonus. Because I'm pretty sure it's 23 each stage of fertilizer. Rolling's 2.5. It's like you have to mulch. You have to mulch at the end to get the 100%. But I swear I've done it before where I didn't mulch and somehow still got a 100% yield bonus. I don't really know. I don't really know. For as much as I've played this game, I just can never figure out exactly what does it in every scenario. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The only one I know is if you mulch, it seems like you get that 100%, or if you direct drill seed. But I could just be one. I'm not paying attention right there. I missed a little bit. We'll have to get that. I don't know. Don't know. Try and figure it out, but I don't know. Whatever. 97% yield bonus is fine. Like that is completely fine. 3%, boys. We'll be fine with 3%. And what else do we got to do today? Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have to buy some pig food in the meantime till I can figure it out. So once these fields get planted and everything's all set, then we're going to be moving through the months and we're going to be getting into the like canola and the wheat harvest season and field prep and everything that goes along with that, and then we'll having to be planting those fields again. At that time, if I don't really know exactly how it'll work out at that time, I'm gonna spin around and go catch these spots. I don't know how it's gonna work out at that time, but if we decide that we're gonna sell some pigs, I might buy this field beside us and incorporate that into something. I don't really know which. If we bought that field beside us, I don't know what I would put it in. Like, do we put it as a cornfield? I don't really know if we put it as a cornfield, because if we have this field that I'm on is corn, the south field is corn, and the east field that we have that's currently in wheat, if we had those three in corn, we keep the canola field what it is, and we make this new field beside us wheat, we're probably far ahead because we're already ahead on canola. So if we keep that big north field in canola like we've been doing, we'll stay ahead on canola. Even if we have another, we wouldn't have another 1,000 pigs. We would have like another 700 pigs, and that would be enough canola. Like I think that would be enough canola. If we have these three fields in corn, that definitely should be enough corn, because the east field is pretty big. It's pretty big field compared to these two. This one and the south field, where it's pretty comparable to the south field. Either way, we have these three in corn, and then this big one to the west over here in wheat. We should be laughing, right? Right? Everyone agrees? That's what I'm thinking, at least. But and then so let's plan this out. So we harvest corn in October, right? We could keep the canola field as is, so we can harvest the canola field in the fall and then plant in the fall, just like we always do. We could harvest the wheat field on the east side, which would be to our left over here, prep it, and just leave it prepped for springtime. Buy this field beside us and plant that in wheat in the fall. Corn just gets harvested in October like normal. And then we would plant 1, 2, 3, this field, south field, east field, the field to our left, over there, in corn next spring. I think that is actually a pretty good plan. I think that's actually a pretty good plan. And there's nothing planted in this. Let's just stop here real quick. What stage is this at? It doesn't really matter. It says it needs lime. Even though it's plowed, it could still give us the needs plowing. Because that happened to us once before. Man, that actually could be the good plan. We'd have to sell off a couple hundred pigs, which really wouldn't be that big of a deal because... let's drop this down. That really wouldn't be that big of a deal in the scheme of things. I mean, we have 1,800 in there. Let's say we're less 200. We would be back up at the full capacity in, 6 months to a year. We would be having so many pigs in there as we already do. Could be the plan. I think that might work. We gotta spend 450 grand on that field. We have cultivators that are big enough. We have small planters for wheat. They're only 9 meters wide, so planting that field would be a bit annoying. How else could we scrape together money? We could go do contracts. Oh, that being said, I almost forgot. I wanted to wait to accept this contract with you. We finished that contract. Boom. Extra 60 grand right there. Okay. So then that's what we could do. We could just, once we sell some pigs and buy the field, we could just do some contracts, go back to doing contracts like we work, since especially cultivating ones. Now that we got a really big set of cultivators and then our OG set, I guess not really OG set, but those 7.5 meter ones, we could do that. And we need to scrape together 200 grand. And if we could scrape together 200 grand, we could buy that big set of cedars in the store, which I'm pretty sure once I get this corner turned, we're going to go look. Once I'll get the GPS set, we'll turn this corner. I think that's good. We missed a little bit, but we'll catch that. Okay, let's go into the store real quick. I want to see how much horsepower we need to pull these. We can't need that much, right? 300. Yeah, our tractor's 420. So we just need to scrape together 200 grand extra from contracts. What, is there any good cultivating ones? Not really. Springtime. Weeding. There's always weeding ones. I mean, nah, we're not going to buy a set of weeders. We already got a set of a hoeing unit, so that's fine. But we just need to scrape together 200 grand. Well, we just scraped together 60, so we need 140 more to buy those cedars. And what I could do is I could go to the store and I could see if they can find it used for us. Or we just buy them brand new. It doesn't really matter. If we can scrape together, 140, we can scrape together. Yeah, like we just got 60. We can scrape together 140. There'll be big cultivating contracts and stuff coming in this fall for sure. So I think we'll just do that. Okay, well, what I think we'll do is let's get the rest of this field, planted. I'm going to, just before we kind of get going on this, I'm going to take a quick little second just to jump over and get a set of rollers going on our cornfield that we just planted there. And then we'll come back, we'll do this field together, we'll get it finished off being planted, and then I think we'll start getting through the months. We'll probably have to buy some pig food, and yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be the plan that we have to set in motion.
Okay, folks, we are back here. It is May. As you can see, these fields that we rolled out got corn growing on it just beautifully, of course, which is great. Absolutely great. I'm just heading down now with this tractor and our fertilizer unit because let me set the cruise control here. Hopefully, I don't run into anyone. I found a fertilizing contract pretty close to the farm for 30 grand, and I thought, you know what? Let's go do it. Our canola field, sorry, that's our wheat fields, looking all right. We got some storm damage on there, which always kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna set a worker doing this field. It should actually go pretty quick with this spreader on here because it does 42-meter wide spread. So as long as the AI worker doesn't run into something crazy, looks like this guy's got some weeds on his field that needs to be taken care of as well. But we're gonna jump back over to the farm. So I had to buy a whole bunch of pig food. I had to buy like 100 grand worth of pig food. I had to buy three full trailers of this, which is 37,500 times three. I'm just doing my calculation. Yeah, 112,500 bucks. That's what it cost us. But everybody's fed. The reason it costs so much is they ate all the food in the barn, and now we have 2,480. We basically have a full barn. We're eight short of a full barn. So yeah, the pigs have populated to a ridiculous amount, an absolute ridiculous amount. Now their value is down a little bit because they ate through all that food and they're not at 100% health. This guy's at 75%. Yeah, they're not quite at perfect health. So I gotta wait. I'm gonna wait till they get through another month and I dumped like I got 112,000 liters of food in here. I hope that's enough. Geez, maybe I should buy one more. Maybe we should buy one more trailer full. I'm gonna spin around and do it. This buying station that I got, it works pretty good. However, it's off just a little bit. I don't know what it is. It says buying station cheap, but it's actually if I get the other buying station, it's like crazy amounts more than what it is. It's 1,000 bucks per liter if you go into the store. There's nothing good on sale. If you go into the stores and you buy pig food, where's our pig food? Yeah, it's 1,000 bucks for 1,000 liters. So what I always do with this is 37,500. It's gonna cost us about 26,000 to fill the trailer, and then I just come back in here and I just pull out another 11,000 to make it fair. So I'm going to dump one more trailer full into our our pig barn, which is pretty expensive for food. So I'm thinking we're going to have to sell a bunch of pigs just to kind of. This is like always the game that we play where we're running out of food. We having to buy too much because our barn gets overloaded, and then we got to sell off a bunch of pigs just to kind of get things calmed down until we get another harvest in. And then I'm still going to stick with our plan. Basically, what I want to do is I'm going to get that fertilizing contract done. It's already 10% done, which is awesome. I'm going to do some chores around the farm. I'm going to go look at a new trailer for our slurry. This little tanker that we got. Um, let's go into our shed here, or our garage rather. Where are we at? This slurry tanker. I mean, this slurry tanker is awesome, but we don't really use it to spread anymore. We definitely, we don't even use it for that. And it only holds 18,000 um, liters or 18 cubes of slurry. So I need to get something that's a little bit bigger just because we got like 220,000 liters of slurry in that pig barn right now. And like it's just too much moving it all around. So I got to get something different. Now, I can get a couple different things. Like this one's 90. I kind of want to get this, but I don't want to end up getting a big truck. This is a mod. That's really all it is. It's between standard and Unreal. I might just get the Unreal. Oh, this is a mod rate for this one. Oh, this one will go to 1 million. Crazy. That does 8,000 liters. This one does 200,000. Um, I might just get something like this. Okay, what's this? This one does 50,000 liters if I do it a little bit more. Yeah, we might as well just get like the. It's unrealistic, but it's too much time spinning around doing it a million times. I think I'm just gonna get something like this. Um, because these just have two different standards. This one will hold up to 1,000,000 liters. Is that actually true? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, long story short, sitting here messing around. I'm gonna get something different to haul the slurry and stuff around. Maybe I'll get this. It doesn't really matter. I don't want something super cheap, but it might just be best to grab something like this. I'll just put the unreal capacity on there just to kind of help out, and then I got to make less trips around the farm. But I want to get that contract done, and I'm just gonna kind of be doing some stuff around the farm here. I will probably eventually go get that tanker, but I want to put down another production facility, um, so that'll handle a little bit more slurry. Maybe I could park this. I'm just gonna spin this around and park this right under the pig food spout because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it there. Um, that can sit right there. Yeah, I just want the pigs to be at 100% health, and then we can sell a bunch of them off and we'll have a whole bunch of cash. I kind of accepted the contract before I really checked the barn. I just opened it. It was 30 grand. I'm like, oh, that's an easy one. Accepted it. And then I looked at the barn and how full it was. And I was like, I could probably make money way faster just doing this. But yeah, I want to get rid of this unit. And we're going to put down, I've already showed you it before, but just in case. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This guy. Kind of looks the same. It'll fit in here, you know, good or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And it'll put the slurry through it much quicker, which is what we're gonna need. I just want to move this trailer out of the way. We've got so much manure. It's not even funny. It's actually a bit crazy, and I want to put it in the production facility, but I don't want to put it in this one if we're just gonna, be getting rid of it soon. But there's like 300,000 liters of manure. Like, look at the heap over here. It is getting full. That is a pile of crap if I've ever seen one. Absolutely massive. But yeah, I want to get that contract done and get us into the next month, get us into June, and then we'll sell off some of the pigs. And I'm going to buy that field right beside us. We're going to buy the field right beside us, buy a bunch of pigs, and then we're going to get ready. That field beside us, I mean, I guess I could wait and see if something ends up being planted on there that we could use, but I don't think so because like even if something good got planted on there, it's not going to be wheat, and that's what we really need. Like if something gets planted in the fall like barley or something, we're just going to have to cultivate the field anyways. So I might as well just buy it. It needs lime. We can work on that throughout the winter or in the fall when we're doing all of our field prep for our other fields, fields 6 and 7. And yeah, 7 will stay canola. This will be corn, 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 and the number 4 will be wheat. And then we've got this little Bermuda rectangle of awesomeness on our side of the map here. It's a pretty good map. I like this map. I would like to come back to this map in the future and like try this farm right here that you can get, or maybe this farm down here and hit these couple fields. Kind of be cool. Or take this field, let's go visit this, and just build our own. We could build our own farm right here. That's a pretty massive area. And then we could farm these huge fields. And these would be our neighbors. Yeah, maybe. Maybe down the road, I'm not too sure. Okay, well, I'm going to let that fertilizing contract get done. I'll bring you guys back in June when we're selling off the pigs, and then we'll buy that field, and we'll set down a new production facility. In the meantime, I'm going to run up and go get a new tanker. Right, crew, we are back. It is, make sure I'm in the right month. It is June. Let's go grab this contract before I forget about it, because that will happen. Okay, so we got the pig's health are back up. The barn is completely full, as we already knew. So we're gonna go through. We're actually gonna make a pile of money here because, yeah, we're gonna make a ton of cash because all these pigs are almost at max value. 2,500 or 2,600 is max value. So we'll get a cool mill here pretty quick. Let's sell another 100 of those. Selling pigs. Selling pigs is what we do. We'll sell those guys as well. And we might as well sell those. What are we at? We're still at 1,700 pigs in this barn. Good Lord. Okay, let's try and get down a little bit more so we can get this all under control. They're still just gonna populate like crazy. Like, let's get these out of there. And we'll get these. What are we still? There's still 1,500 in here. Let's get those out as well. 5 months, 5 months, 5 months old. Okay, let's go down to that. Actually, we're almost at 2 million bucks. Let's just get over that point. Why not? So we'll sell these ones that are at 5 months as well, and then that gives us, some time. There we go. Okay, there we have 2 million bucks. Good thing we did that $30,000 contract, eh? Okay, let's go into our finances real quick just to see 1.8 mil from pigs. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so that means we got to do a couple things. First things first, let's go buy this field. Let's get that bought. Boom. We own that field and it needs lime. So we're going to have to buy a pile of lime. Let's use... it doesn't really matter. Let's just grab this tractor and go hook onto the lime spreader. And we'll go start doing that. I don't really know what's going to be the best way. I'm just going to have to get lime delivered out into the edge of the field, I think, and then, which is pretty close to the shop. So I'll get them to come deliver it to the edge of the field. And we're just going to have to kind of go, back and forth and do it however we can. It's not going to be pretty, but it is what it is. So let's get this guy, let's get someone going out here, spreading what we can for lime. This still needs lime, right? Yes, it does. It's 100% fertilized, which is nice. Now, what I want to do is I want to go check our production facility and make sure all the slurry got worked through. It did. There's a little bit of straw in there. That's fine. There's actually no canola. That's just what's in our silos. So let's come around here and let's get rid of this one. And we need to put down, we want this fast one. And probably right there looks as good as anywhere else, I think. Guess it doesn't really matter. Kind of tuck it in these trees a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now let's jump over to... I bought us a new trailer. I went and got one of the little lizard TARDIS ones. It holds 200,000 liters. It's unrealistic. I get it. Roast me in the comments. I'm sick of doing trips, hundreds of trips around here. I didn't sell our other one. As you can see, I just parked it behind over here. We'll just keep it in case it doesn't really owe us anything. I think this thing's worth like 12 grand, so it doesn't really matter too much. What I got to do though is go into this plant. So we're gonna have to turn the manure on. We'll activate this and we'll switch it to selling. Oh yeah, we can put potatoes in this if we really want. That's cool. Let's put the silage. We don't have silage, but we're gonna activate the slurry. And that's on selling. We're not putting any straw in here. We don't have sugar beet. Used to sell digestate. Let's activate that. Let's activate that. Let's activate that. That'll go on selling. That'll go on selling. I think that's going to be everything that we need. I think. Let's go around and grab another load of slurry out of the barn. Oh yeah, that lime guy's empty. I'm going to have to go babysit that a bunch. That'll be a little bit of a project. I'm not going to lie. But let's get spun around here. Too bad there wasn't like some lime spreader that had some crazy capacity. That would be awesome. Well, I guess there's that really big one that we could buy. Let's fill this guy up. How much is that unit? I mean, since we've got 2 million bucks, we could probably just do that, and we can probably buy lime right from that buying station that we have in the barn. Where am I looking here? Fertilizer spreaders. How much is this? 45 grand? I think we're going to get that. It'll do 30 meters wide. Holds like 14,000 liters. Extension, big. That's the one we want. Wheel setup. I don't think it really matters. Spreading discs, we'll put those on. Extra 50 grand. Okay, let's buy that. It'll get delivered to the farm, I think. Yeah, it'll get delivered right to the farm. Let's go back. Let's grab this guy. And we'll make sure we'll do the same thing that we do with the pig food. We'll make sure the buying station um, charges us the correct amount. I don't know. I think it's 450 bucks for 1,000 liters of the lime. I'm just going to drop this right here for now. It doesn't really matter. I'll probably end up just selling this. Yeah, let's hook on to this guy. Which we're gonna need, like, if we have to lime any other fields and stuff too, it'll be handy to have this for 50 grand. Since we're just pig millionaires. Let's get this out of the way for right now. And then hopefully we can kind of spin around and do some more chores here. We're gonna have to buy some pig food and stuff, so there'll be a bunch of chores that we can do. Let's open this up. Lime. Okay, let's just see how much it charges us to fill this thing, and then we'll make sure that it costs the correct amount of money. Okay, that charged us 1,200 bucks. Let's go see here. That's definitely not enough. Okay, it charged us like 1,300. Yeah, 1,200 bucks. Let's say so. It's 450 for 2,000. Okay, so we had 14,000. So we got to do that times 7. Is that right? 3,150. We need another 3 grand taken off. Boom. And I know it already charged us. It already charged us the 12 whatever, but that'll be our fee, our delivery fee. We'll call it that. Because they would charge us a delivery fee from the store. Okay, let's set a worker to go deal with this field. And let's jump back over to... Yeah, let's get the last of this slurry pulled out. And then we can start getting some pig food in this barn. Yeah, I'm glad we got this. I'm glad we got this trailer just to kind of help out a little bit. We'll be making tons of cash from the slurry and stuff now too, which is awesome. Let's grab this trailer and we got to get hooked on and we're going to have to buy some more pig food. Although, now that we tone down the barn, I probably can get 2 full trailer loads of this. Not lime. We want... Good God, where is it at? There we go. And we're going to have to take off another 11 grand for this. It's always 11. So I'll remove that 11 and then it should say 26,000. But yeah, I don't know exactly how much pig food we're going to be needing in the barn and stuff now. But let's get this spun around. That's good. We got that field limed. We'll get that field limed, rather. And then we just got that thing waiting for us. It'll be just waiting. Let's go back in. Yeah, so corn, canola, wheat. The dream is just to have so much excess pig food that we can have this barn full at like their max maturity level, and we're just laughing. That is the dream. So until we do that, I don't think we've completed this series. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be our goal, our massive goal, just to get this series. We'll know when we've like maxed out. We can have 2,500 pigs being fed 24/7, and they can grow to their their most mature level, highest value. Then the Hard Times Hog Farm will be complete, I think. Okay, we're gonna take off another. It's actually probably like 11,500. Or close to that. It'd be 11,250. That's all right. That's all right. We get the convenience of it there. We'll pay a little bit extra. No worries. Okay, so how much food do we got in this unit now? We're gonna have over 100,000 liters, probably like 120 some thousand. We got under 1,000 pigs in there, so that should be good for a little bit. There's no slurry. There's a bit of straw. We have so much manure we don't even know what to do with. Well, we're gonna have to pull some of that manure around. I'm just gonna do that right now. I think we'll just start moving some of the manure. Let's get this moved out of the way. We'll get a bunch of manure dumped into the production facility. I think we'll dump a bunch of manure into the greenhouse as well, just so that we can be making potatoes. And then even if we get a surplus of potatoes, I guess we could push it through the production facility. Yeah, we could. We don't really have to, but it doesn't really matter. Let's shut that guy down. Let's go get some. Let's go get some trailerfuls of crap and plug it into that production facility. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Oh, we gotta move this. This has got to get moved right out of the way, so I can spin all the way around. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna just keep doing laps around this, getting everything, getting as much swapped over. 405,000 liters. It's gonna take a minute to do this. This thing only holds almost 40,000 liters at a time, so we'll have to make a few trips, 12 trips or so. So I'm just gonna keep babysitting the lime spreader, making sure that that worker's good to go in that field, because I'm assuming they'll probably run out a couple times at least. And while that's happening, I'm going to keep moving this manure around and get it dumped into the production facility. I'll bring you back in July. No, I'll probably bring you back in August, and then we can start harvesting canola. That'll probably be a good time. So yeah, I'm going to keep moving this manure around, bring you back in August, and we'll get to harvesting.
All right, folks, it is August, and that means it is time to harvest both wheat and canola. Just in our, John Deere combine right now. We're gonna get this thing all fired up. I'm gonna just, okay, make sure it's unparked. I'm gonna pull out. I bought us what came through on the stores. I actually didn't record it, but I bought us a new set of headers. These headers were 115 grand, I think. They were a little bit on sale, not super on sale. I think they're like a regular 135. I'm pretty sure when I checked. So yeah, I decided to grab these now. The only thing is I don't really know. I don't really know how we're gonna be getting around everywhere with these. I think these are gonna have to kind of stay on this bottom side of the map, and I'm gonna have to use the other combine up on the other canola field. I think just because I don't know where if I'm gonna be able to pull through, unless I get a header trailer, which we could definitely do. Um, yeah, I don't know. One thing at a time, but these will be better, I think. I think I'd rather wider headers than those ones that go a little bit faster. And I just want to see here real quick. I just want to put this extension on. I just want to see how far it comes past. Yeah, it'll be a little bit tight getting the grain out, but that's fine. Now, another thing that I want to do is I want to put on our straw swath. We're going to get some straw off this field. So let's turn that on. I'm going to close this menu, and I'm going to set a worker to get started on this field. And we need to do a couple of things. So I'm going to go get the other combines going as well. Let's pull this trailer. I think this one will go up to our canola field. I think that's a good spot. We'll bring him up on the canola field, and we can use our other tractor. Or maybe I'll bring... We get less yield up here. I think I'm going to use the little claws trailer up here with our Fendt tractor, that green tractor. I think it's a Fendt tractor, or it's like a modded one, so it's not actually. I think it's called a Favorite or something like that. It's a weird brand. But yeah, I'm going to use this over here just because the hill. I want the larger horsepower to pull up the hill. Yeah, like look at this brand. Like it kind of looks like a Fendt tractor, but it's like called a Favorite. Oh, Fendt Vario. Okay, it is. Yeah, okay. Weird, weird, weird. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take this up over to our canola field. We'll get the other combine out, and we'll get him started up here as well. I set down kind of like it's like a hayloft kind of storage unit for the straw, because we're only gonna be able to put so much of the straw into the barn, because the barn I think holds 180,000 liters of straw, and I don't know exactly how much straw we'll get off this field, to be completely honest, but hopefully a bunch. Hopefully enough that we can just keep getting manure and stuff out of the barn. Let's tab over, yeah, let's get this guy to come. He can just sit on the edge of the field for right now, but what I want to do, I want to go pick up I think a forage wagon. Now we could bale this straw, we could, but I think it'll just be a little bit easier to just deal with it as like loose straw rather than bale it. So we got to pick up a forage wagon. So where's my other tractor here? And I'm gonna pull this around. I was just kind of filling up, getting some slurry going. I think eventually we'll have to get a new set of corn headers as well, a little bit wider set, and it'd be the same kind of a boat where I would rather just like a wider set, even though they go a bit slower. Oh, let's back up, back up. There we go. Even though they go slower, like you can get those TARDIS ones that go at like 15 mile an hour, which is like awesome, but I think wider's better with headers rather than going faster. That's just that's just my preference. So let's go just pull around here. I want to show you these. Just it's like a simple little mod that I put in. It's not like a huge hayloft. We can just come through and we can drop our straw into there, and then obviously get it out as well. We probably won't really be having a whole extra surplus of straw because it'll go into the barn relatively quickly. But yeah, just kind of a little thing I did through the months. We're still buying pig food, obviously, although we only had to buy one trailer full of pig food for the last kind of little haul. Now, I'll shut this off right now. Actually, no, we're going to turn it on. We're going to just kick it off this trailer because we're going to run up to the stores and grab a forage wagon. But I downloaded a mod, and I want to try and test it out with you guys, where apparently if I do this, okay, I might have to take off a different one. Apparently, I got a mod where it'll show like more animals in your barn, but when I push the hotkey, it's telling me you don't have any tasks due. I think it's because I have this mod installed called Task List, and I can like keep track of stuff that I need to do around the farm. I had that installed just for. Look at this pig trying to escape out of here. Get back in there. Don't. No, he's tied up on that pole. Nah, he'll be good. He'll be good. Buck will get him sorted. Yeah, I downloaded that task list mod just to kind of keep track of what I needed to do each time I recorded an episode, but I actually don't really use it. So I'll have to remove that, and then it should show like a whole bunch. I think it'll show up to 200 animals in the pen, which like again is just a little bit more realistic since we have 2,000 in there. Geez, I kind of missed this a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get some header trailers, or maybe I guess I could have just went shopping a little bit better. Like you can get headers that have trailers built into them, which I probably could have got for that other one, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. For now, we'll just keep this combine kind of going up here. I can always clear some trees out to help so I can get those big headers past up here, but it doesn't really matter. It won't really matter. The biggest thing will be getting another set of corn headers that are a little bit wider, and we need to get a forage wagon. Yeah, we need some sort of a forage wagon. Okay, so let's get a worker going on this. Obviously, we can't get any straw from the canola. Maybe you can in real life. I don't have a mod in where you could do that. So let's go over and just check on this guy. He's getting pretty close to full. So let's spin this tractor down around, yeah, 80%. We just got the notification. Kind of chase around here and we'll see if we can get a grain dump out on this kind of straight stretch over here. We probably won't really get all of this harvested by the end of this episode. Thinking. I'm not too sure, but I'm thinking we'll probably won't really. We're going to run out of time. But that's okay. Alright, let's let this guy get spun around here. We'll just turn around on the neighbor's lawn. Hopefully no one gets too mad at us. Nah, they're good neighbors. Those are some good neighbors. And let's look out in here at forage wagons. I don't really know which one I'm gonna get. I think I might just get this one because it can do really big capacities. I'm just gonna make sure this guy's. Oh, we might run into the. We might run into the telephone pole here. We'll see. Hopefully not. No, no, we should be able to be on the closer side of it. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna get this forage wagon just because it can do kind of large capacities. It doesn't really matter. We're not gonna use it too much. It's just I don't want to do a bunch of trips back and forth off the field. I don't think, and it'll be a little bit smaller. It'll be kind of easier to store around. Okay, there you go. He's full. He's full. Let's get this. Let's get this done right now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think let's go like this. I think I'll probably just get this one, and we'll get the big capacity put on it. It'll be 70 grand. What color should we make this thing? What's our other? That one's green. Okay, we'll make this one. I would never make it purple, I don't think. I don't think. Let's go New Holland blue. Yeah, we'll make the rims black because we're cool. There. There's the forge wagon. We'll never lose that bad boy. Okay, so let's buy this. It's gonna be up at the store. We're gonna have to go get that. We probably will have time. Yeah, let's go run up and grab that right now. I'll go run and grab that trailer, and then I'll bring you back, and I'll probably bring you back once the harvest is a little bit progressed on, so we can start using that forage wagon, and yeah, we'll test her out. Okay, I'm just pulling in with our first full trailer full. Whoa, running into stuff is what I'm doing. Maybe not just pulling in, running into stuff. But I'm coming in with our first full trailer of wheat. Just gonna dump in the silos here. I got our forage wagon. As you can see, it's just chilling right here. I'm gonna head over with it right now. Kind of get it parked on the edge of the field while this dumps in. The canola field's going good, going real good. I really like this new set of headers on this John Deere combine. It's a perfect setup. I really, really enjoy it. Like I said, just doing the grain dumps out of it, it's much slower. It's just, yeah, it's better all around. I'm really, really glad that we got that set of headers. Don't know why this guy's just doing a random strip down the middle, but you know what? You do you, right? You do you. I'm honestly thinking I might have to get another trailer. I was thinking about getting another trailer, like another exact one like this, and kind of doing a tandem connection, just to have it out here so we don't got to go back and forth a bunch of times. But not this episode. We'll just let this go. However, though, I probably will end up getting a new combine, a new claws combine at some point. I don't know exactly which one, but it would be nice. The other John Deere one's just perfect. It holds a whole bunch. You know, this one was great because we got it at a good deal. Or it just is a good deal. That's right. I think it's this one that we have. Is it that one? Or no, it's this one. Anyways, I was thinking of maybe getting something upgraded to something like this, or which one? Yeah, that one will hold 12. This one holds 13. These are quite expensive. That one holds 18,000. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not something right now, but maybe in the future, maybe. Canola is not too bad because you don't actually have to it doesn't yield as much as like wheat. Like the tanks don't fill up as fast, so it's not really too bad. Like you can see how much of this field's already been done. Like the headlands take up such a large amount of the volume of your field, and we're only 70% of this trailer full. So it doesn't actually go too bad, but I'm thinking maybe what we'll do, like I said, in the future, if something good comes in the stores, we'll get a different combine. It doesn't actually have to be a claws one. If we find a good deal in the stores, great. If not, I'm not gonna go just spend like 600 grand on a new combine just for an extra like 2 or 3 thousand liters in the tank. That's just not, doesn't seem even worth it, right? But let's get this. I'm thinking this is gonna be pretty close to a full trailer full, enough that we can just run down to the farm and dump it quick, and then I'll bring it back up here. Yeah, this should fill us right up. We're darn close. Pretty darn close. So, okay. So let's go dump this off, and then yeah, we'll go test out our new forage wagon. Although I just seen the notification that our other combine. This is what we do on days like this, on harvest days. We just chase back and forth trying to get these combines cleared out. Trying to play with a new toy. Now we can't. Let's jump over here and let's see what's going on. We'll get a dump out of this guy, and then hopefully we should have some time. Even if that canola combine has to sit for a second, that's fine. Oh, it would have been nice to catch up to this guy before he spun around. Maybe we'll let him get started and we'll just back him up a little bit so that we can do it before. I like them to get started. See, the thing with the AI workers is they're finicky, right? Like if I stop them, it's like sometimes they get jammed out and they don't know what's going on. So it's like good if they kind of get started on a path. Yeah, it's full. We can just go like this. I think we can just go like this, back up a little bit, and then I can kind of get him back in like his spot before he like it's like an ant that the leaf gets dropped in the ant's path and it like jams him out. Like that's what the AI workers remind me of. And I'm just the guy that can't back up the combine, so what am I talking about right now? Okay. Not great on that backup. It's like we got it done, but maybe a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Not super great. Let's see if we can let's try and get this dumped out while we're waiting. While we're waiting here. Okay. There we go. Let's see how this combine is doing. He's already half full. Okay. Yeah, a lot of just we're just gonna be running around. We might not even get to using that sporage wagon at this rate. Might not even get to test it out. No, we'll test it out. Even if that other canola guy gets full, we'll do some laps here around this field and test her out. Let's close this up, run into the tractor a little bit. I'll get this tractor right out of the way so there's less confusion. You should be able to just kind of start up and pick up where he left off. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And let's at least go test that new. Yeah, let's at least test this guy out. Let's start here. And then we'll kind of be able to get a sense and see exactly how much straw we're going to be getting off this field. Ooh, I don't know. This is just this little tractor. It's going to be hard for him to pull up this hill. Okay, let's see how fast he goes up this hill. This is the steepest part, so that's not too bad. 6 mile an hour. Good work, tractor. This is a good tractor. What's he got on there? 85 hours on this thing. Almost 86 hours on this unit. I wonder how many hours we actually put on it. Usually in the stores there'd be even like one that's like really on sale, which this one was really on sale. I remember this one being like 50% off because I think we got this thing for like 38 grand or something like that, or maybe even less, 28,000 or something like that. So it probably had like 50 hours on it as is. Like we might have put 30 hours on this thing, which is crazy. I guess not too crazy though. We did use this a lot. A lot. Oh, AI workers 80% full. That's okay. We're gonna just keep pulling around here. So what do we got? 24,000 liters. Like maybe we'll get a good decent amount of straw off this. We really will. Because this thing's already got almost 30,000 liters on it, and we're not even like we're probably a third done this headlands. Not even. Probably at a quarter. We still got to do the up downs. Yeah, this should be pretty good. I'm glad we got this forage wagon so we don't got to do a million trips back and forth, because even like the biggest one in there I think will hold like 50 some thousand liters, and they're like 180 grand for that trailer, and like we would already almost be full. Like we would have to do 5 6 7 trips with that thing ish. Yeah, maybe not that many, but just enough that it would be annoying, right? Perfect, perfect. Okay, guys, well, I think that's probably going to do it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to end the episode there. I'm just going to kind of keep going. I'm going to get this field cleared off and probably a bit of the canola field cleared off. I won't really do too much more. I think we're going to pick up on this like kind of in the beginning of next episode. We'll finish off this harvest because we still got a bunch of running back and forth to do. Getting all this straw cleared off will take a bit of time. I'm actually going to kind of, I'm just going to finish this headland and then I'm going to go park this trailer. Just come to the side of the field and then go, back and forth, getting the grain and stuff out of these combines. So, yeah, I think this is gonna do it for this episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. We had a good episode. We got 1.8 million bucks in pigs. I mean, we spent a little bit of the money, but it is what it is. Bought that new field, got it all limed out and ready to go. It's gonna be ready for springtime when we plant on it. Or sorry, it's gonna be. Geez, did I already forget the plan? What's going on? It's ready to go. More than anything, it is ready to go when we plant in that field.
which is going to be great. It's going to be great. That'll be our big wheat field. That's right. We're going to be planting that next episode as well. And we've got a bunch of cash now. We'll go end up buying a new seeder. We'll get that big Amazon. I think it's Amazon. Is that how you say it? Seeder. It's like 200 grand. And I'm honestly thinking we might have to get another large tractor. I don't know exactly what to do just yet, but I'm thinking we'll probably have to get another large tractor and just something to kind of help out with field prep and all that stuff. This guy's full. This guy's almost full. But this is already done. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it like you can't imagine. Thank you to everybody who's hit that sub, hit that like button, who leaves me a comment, all that stuff. It's just been super great. And yeah, like I said, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So thank you so much. Hopefully you have a good afternoon, evening, morning, whenever it is that you're watching this. I'll see you guys on the next episode. We'll finish off this harvest, and then yeah, we'll get to planting our new fields. So have a good one, everybody.